highlights, and before we start, Jude Bellingham is flipping crazy.
All right, yeah, we're live. I think if it's working.
Why don't you go onto another tab onto YouTube?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm doing. Okay, yeah, we're up. Oh, it's kind of formatted like shit though. I think
it's formatted in portrait.
Yeah, it's done it both ways.
Oh, okay. Show me what I can turn my camera.
No, don't worry. Hang on, it's popping up on here, but it's not. It says we're live, but we're not. I don't even know. Because I go on my tab, like another tab, to try and see it, and it's not showing up. Might just be a little bit of delay.
Potentially.
Can I get like an extra link in it?
You can always shave the start off, so it's not really the end of the world.
Oh, hello, mate. There we go. George is in here. Predictions for 294. I don't know, George. You mind just telling us, mate? We don't know how this is looking right now because my stream's not popping up as a tab, and it's annoying the hell out of me. Oh, here we go. Hang on. Okay,
we need to know what you can see and how to see it. So what way do you need me? I can go landscape.
It's like cropped us both. That's what I mean. I don't know.
What happens if I were to go landscape?
That might work. Yeah, one is vertical, one is... Actually, that's probably going to turn you sideways on mine anyway.
How about now, Mr. George?
No, mate, you're literally sideways.
I'm sideways? What,
yeah,
so I stay...
sideways.
So stay there?
Yeah, listen, growing pains. I'm sure we can figure it out. I mean, if you load up the stream, you'll see what I mean. It's all over the place.
I can imagine.
It's a little bit weird. Yeah, 294 predictions. We usually delve into that on the podcast, which is, in case you don't know, this is Will from Casual's Corner, my lovely co-host.
Can't you answer him?
It's not. Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay.
The MMA Creators Podcast. You can check us out on there. But we're gonna say. I mean, I was thinking Charles personally. Gut says Charles. No, sorry.
Why?
Heart says Charles. No.
Okay.
Brain says Islam. Heart says Charles. That's the one.
I think that's what I.
Yeah.
That was pretty much what it boiled down to last time for me. But when I did a little breakdown of the fight the other day, and it really was, when you watch the fight, or if you watch that breakdown, you realize it really was just Charles's striking defense. That was literally it. He had his left hand by his hip the entire fight. That right hook landed 10 times over, and that ultimately was the downfall. So has he tightened up his striking defense? It's going to be hard to unravel 20 years of sort of defensive habits. So I don't know. But offensively, because people talk about the grappling, obviously he got subbed, but he didn't get submitted. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean,
he got clubbed and subbed. I'm not reducing it down to that. But my point was he got clipped and he was dazed, right? It's not he got taken down and passed guard and submitted. He was effectively nearly out and then got choked. So you watch the first round, the exchanges on the ground were very competitive, and Islam did little to nothing offensively. Obviously, it's the first round, can't look into it too much, but yeah, I'm pretty excited for 294.
Mofoco, how do you think the fight between Velasquez and Cormier would have went had it played out? That's an interesting one, actually. I mean, it depends. If you got Velasquez at sea level, then it's a tricky one. If
only there was a video talking about that.
Oh, it's all right, Martin. Don't worry about it. Go enjoy the football. We were just talking about that, actually. But it's the Champions League. It's valid, man. You got to do that.
Who's playing?
I don't actually know, but it's Champions League, so it's going to be fun. Yeah, I would go Cormier, though, purely because wrestling always prevails against striking, generally speaking. So, and it's Daniel Cormier.
Pretty good boxers, though.
Yeah, dirty boxing from DC.
I'd be lying if I sat
here. They're both
in
their prime, then I don't know. It's a tricky one, but
if I sat here and said I was well versed enough to give a thorough breakdown to that, I would be lying because I didn't watch them both live. So I've seen a lot of their fights, but I've not watched the entire career of Cain Velasquez fight by fight, you know. So
I mean, his cardio is insane though. That's
at
sea level. At sea level, his cardio is insane.
That was my joke. I said if only there was a video to tell me about that, and then you glossed over that. That was your chance to plug it.
I'm flipping out. Sorry.
Drop a plug in your own live stream.
Mythical Fighters Part 2 on the channel.
So answer me this. I can't see the chat, so you have to interrupt me every time you need a chat. But answer me this. Why didn't you like the video that you posted yesterday?
Yeah, if anyone doesn't know, I took down the Dylan the Dennis video. If you did see it, I wasn't happy with it, guys. I'm sorry.
Why?
Not really the usual type of content I would make, and I was a bit morally conflicted as well because I'm not huge of what Dylan Dennis does and what he has been saying personally.
Are you not? Are you not with it?
No, I'm not. But I've got to remain biased, isn't it? So, what about Prime Kane versus Stipe? Oh, that's a good one. If it stays on the feet, it's got to be Kane. But I don't know.
Stipe's a
Stipe's
pretty
just
good
got that
boxer.
dog in him, man. Yeah.
Stipe's a pretty good boxer.
Samir, what's good, man?
Why did you say you're conflicted? What do you mean by that?
Well, I don't know. A lot of people in the MMA community, generally speak. Well, I mean, from what I've read, just seem to be on Dylan Dennis's side, right?
True.
Which I think is a bit personally, can't agree.
How do you feel about the whole situation?
He's funny for the first 5 minutes, and then after he's been doing it for like 3 weeks, or longer now. It's kind of a bit.
I'll be honest. Not that I stayed too in the loop with it, but I did have to have a giggle the first week or so when I would wake up to 5 more. I was just genuinely shocked. I was shocked.
I wasn't laughing.
I wasn't sitting there thinking, "Oh, this is morally the best decision ever." I just genuinely was giggling because I thought this is crazy. He actually was posting 5 a day. I thought this is not.
It was impressive, but at the same time, you got to put it in the other shoes, right?
I don't.
The other foot. You don't
listen,
want that, right?
Would you do that?
What Dylan did? No.
Yeah.
No way.
No. Would I? Probably no, not probably. I would. No, I wouldn't.
No,
but my point is, Logan Paul. If you're entering a bout agreement with Dylan Dennis, you're dancing with the devil. Logan knew what he was doing, and Logan is also that devil. So, whilst I don't agree with it, whilst I don't think it's morally the best thing, whilst I wouldn't do it personally, it's also, you can't have your cake and not eat it. You know what you're going to get. You know what you're entering into. So it's
I don't agree with the lawsuit shit. That's a bit. I feel like. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I mean, it just pisses me off. I think the whole situation's a bit of a clown show. You know what I mean? Actually, not fine. Samir's just said though, what will be honest reaction if Dylan wins?
I'll be impressed.
I'll be surprised. I'll be very surprised if he does. That's the way I put it. I think he's going to get absolutely leathered.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
I've changed my opinion on it.
Really?
I watched it. Have you watched his interview with Ariel?
Yeah, he's just taking. The thing is, he doesn't take anything seriously. He's not a real human being.
I think that was the most serious he's ever been, though.
Yeah, maybe he lets the mask slip a little bit, but
yeah, I think. Oh, definitely. He starts talking about suicide. Well, you don't think that's letting the mask slip?
Yeah,
like, that is. That's a heavy topic to get into live on air.
On his personal side of things, I feel for him a little bit, but.
100%.
He doesn't help himself. He doesn't help himself with the things he says. But then again, people are on his side now all of a sudden. And I never thought I'd be saying that, but here we are. So
but you know why though? Because last thing I was saying it, because he is correct. He said it on Ariel's show. He said there's a reason why people are on his side now is because he's never switched up. He's never portrayed this good guy. He's never portrayed this angel. He's always just been himself, love it or hate it. And after all of this, he still is. But with Logan, is that his name? Logan
Paul.
Yeah, I said that out loud. And it just sounds weird. Logan. Yeah, but with Logan, he really does fluctuate. He's a good guy, then he's doing this, and he's doing that, then he's scamming people, then he's doing. So I understand.
They're both scamming people. That was the point I made actually. That they're both just not good people, which is kind of true. So I kind of was that was the point I hammered home. But I
like Jake Paul though. I don't think Jake Paul and Logan Paul are the same people.
I like what he does in terms of business. He's a smart guy. He knows how to roll people up. But I don't like him as a person. And I don't like. Yeah, he is.
Why?
No. I don't know. He's just a bit of a. I don't know.
Is that him or is that a persona?
Yeah, no, exactly. It's the persona.
You see what I mean? It's
and people watching it. So, do you mind doing me a massive solid? If you leave and rejoin, go in landscape before you join, I think that might fix our problem.
Okay. I'm gonna leave the studio.
Sorry to you guys tuning in. We got growing pains, so we're trying. This is the first time co-streaming, and we're doing it through our podcast app. So this is all new for us. Who should be the main event of UFC 300? That's a great question. Damn, you got me thinking now. I mean, if I was a Dana, I'd probably say McGregor, just purely out of, it is Conor McGregor, as much as I don't like him per se. I don't know, actually. Yeah, probably maybe Connor. Imagine him fighting for the belt or something. As much as I don't want that to happen, I'm a purist at heart. I don't think he deserves a shot, but that would be the natural way of things. All right, you're sideways now for me. Can you hear me all right?
In the
Yeah,
chat.
no, I don't know. You haven't popped up yet because there's a delay. Yeah, Islam Volk 2. That would be a good one. I mean, oh yeah, actually, I like that. Maybe as a co-main. That would be good.
That was meant to be on this card, on 294. Sorry.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I spoke to Joel Alves, that's what he said to me. He said they're gonna do the Yair Rodriguez fight when they did it. I can't remember what the month was, and then they said to the back end of the year they're going to do the Islam fight in Abu Dhabi. That was always the plan, essentially.
Yeah.
So
just real quick, there's a massive delay on the stream. You've only just left it on mine, on my preview. I don't know if I'm going crazy or what, guys.
I think.
Oh wait, no, you're back. No, you are actually sideways. You are sideways. Yeah, you're gonna have to leave and rejoin again. You're still portrait. I don't know. It's just the way YouTube's formatting it. Mine's fine.
How about I'm on my front camera? How about if I got on my back camera?
Might work. Give it a go. Leave and rejoin.
Flipping it.
Yeah, I know. What a nightmare. Yeah, I like Islam versus Volk too. Sorry, how's the delay, guys? Is it okay? This isn't honestly. I'm doing my best to. We're learning. All right, we're learning. What made it fall through? I don't know. No, you're still. I don't know. Oh, Craiger, what's up, my man? Yeah, I don't know about that, George. I'm sorry. I'll have a look into it. What's up, Craiger? How you doing, man? Good to see you. We're struggling here. Yeah, you're sideways. Yeah, mate, you're sideways.
So you want me to? This is landscape. So you want me to go portrait?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go portrait. We'll sort it out for next time. Don't worry. Just turn your camera. I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
Wait, so I can just stay in and keep it on? I can't.
I mean, you can. It just looks proper weird. There's loads of dead space. Yeah, sorry about this, everyone. I know I keep apologizing, but it was a lot smoother the other day when I was streaming on myself because I know how to do that. Kind of. Here, we're having an absolute nightmare. And I think I'm only recording in 720p as well, which is stupid. I don't think Riverside lets you record in 1080p. We might have to change something.
Are you joking? It allows you to record in 4K.
No. But the live stream, it lowers it. Mad.
I don't know. I can see you perfectly now for some reason. I've been every angle in every direction. So how can it be that none of them are correct?
No, it's not. So it gives you like dead space. So it thinks you're in portrait, which you are now. But when you're in landscape, it doesn't change. So it just puts you sideways.
Gives me the barriers, the boxes.
Yeah. Word on Tony Ferguson, who still says his prime is yet to come. Yeah, bit of delusion in there. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's 39. He looks like he's about 50.
Harsh.
I don't think it is. I feel for him, but
did you watch the interview?
Got to go, isn't he? I didn't watch the interview, but I saw a clip of him saying he was ready to. He's come back. Yeah, he's got grey. He's going grey, man.
It was an incredible interview.
Well, I haven't seen the full thing.
And I'm fully sold on him being the best Tony ever.
Say Tom Aspinall and Sergey main event 300. Who wins? That's Tom Aspinall. I said this the other day. We both are on unanimous this page that Tom Aspinall is the future of the division, if not the whole sport. At least I would say that
for a long time.
We've always been saying that.
Said that for a long time.
Problem with Tony is that he will never stop. Yeah, he probably won't. He'll probably have to die in there or something.
I heard Luke Thomas said that it was kind of a good point actually. He said the thing that makes you that great, the thing that gets you to those heights, that not allowing anyone to penetrate your own thoughts, obviously being deluded to a certain level, that's incredible getting to the top. But then on the way down, that can sort of shoot yourself in the foot a little bit, right? So I think that's probably what we're seeing a little bit. But don't get it wrong. I think he very much can beat Paddy Pimblett. 100%.
No, so can I. I'm still worried
you can beat him. What you can beat him?
No. Right, well, I don't know. Well, give it 20 years. Then I got a chance.
You did say you got a nice triangle, so
yeah. I wouldn't do it on Paddy though. I honestly, do you know how much I've been thinking about that? So
go on, what?
Bad. No, like I know I told you, but like in case you don't know anyone who's watching, Paddy the baddie commented on my video. And and he said he subscribed, and then he didn't know that the previous video I did on him was basically just shit talking him for 4 minutes, kind of. I was like, please don't watch it. And then I was thinking, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna see it. And then like an hour later, he commented, Craigo, he actually replied to you. I don't know if you've actually seen that comment. He's in the chat now, but Paddy replied to you, and then I was like, oh shit. He was saying how the fight's a lose-lose situation, but he would never tell anyone down, which I actually agree with. He's spitting facts there.
No, he 100% won. But this is why we got our wires crossed completely, because naturally, I knew that you just put up a Paddy video, and then you told me, oh, he subscribed and commented. So I thought, oh, he done it on his own video. Because as I said to you, any content on Paddy, he will see. I've told you this before. I know that to be true.
Yeah, you found it out, man.
And then I watched the video and I thought, I'm very surprised he liked this.
Oh god, I felt kind of bad, but I don't agree with what he did with Jared Gordon, so I don't care. I'm standing my ground.
No, I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm not saying you shouldn't agree. I just was waiting for a positive for it to say, however, but there was never a however. It just continued to roll of him being delusional and not that good. Yeah. So I was like, oh, okay.
I sort of cringed when I played, and I was like, oh shit, he's probably pissed. George, here's a cool question. If you had to make a 165-pound division that was BMF, that was a BMF division, who would be in there for both of you? And who would be the first title fight? That's a loaded one. Fucking hell.
Kevin Lee was always that.
Oh, that's a great pick,
middleweight, weren't it? Was always that middleweight.
He was the one who always campaigning for it as well. He was the one who said it. So I mean, I'd put Kevin Lee in there as like just for fun. If we're not even talking about who's the best,
what we're talking BMF.
Yeah, all right, BMF then. Yeah,
who's? Oh, I know the answer to this.
Hit me with it.
I've got the answer to this. RDA. That's the answer.
Yeah, he's in there.
I'm
checking the top 15.
But
so of like the welterweight and the
that's always been a conundrum though, hasn't it? Because 155 to 170 was always way too big of a jump at those smaller weight classes. It's a big difference as well. When you actually see lightweights and when you see welterweights, they are very different athletes. Very different.
I like Michael Chandler in there. That would be class.
I actually put a video up the other day, and it was just talking over some of his
I saw that
fight highlights with Justin Gaethje. Yeah, and the more I watch Michael Chandler, the more I think this is a great matchup for Conor McGregor coming back. It is literally tailor-made for Conor McGregor.
We've been waiting too long. We've been waiting too long.
But to get a win against a big name, there's no better person than Michael Chandler, in my opinion. The only thing with that is conditioning, right? I know Michael Chandler could go a hard 5. Do I think Conor could go a hard 5? No. No,
I agree.
Do I think he could sleep him in 3? Yeah, I think he probably could.
No, I agree. Chris Patino deserves a title shot against Sean O'Malley. What do you guys think? Absolutely. Book it.
That was
Brian,
brutal.
It was. Who's the GOAT in your opinion? Oh, I mean...
DJ?
I mean, I'd want it... If we take cheating and all that shit out of the equation, then DJ, yeah, for sure. I
would like to say John.
I wouldn't. I wish I didn't have to, but you kind of can't deny it, right? Inside the cage, he just is that guy.
I don't think he's done anything that DJ's not done.
In terms of representing himself as a champion, DJ, for sure.
But DJ's gone to different... He's been in WEC, he's gone to one, he's won belts up a weight class. I know John's obviously done that as well. The way he won, there's no right or wrong. I'm just brainstorming here.
Yeah, I mean, it's DJ. It's realistically, it's DJ, GSP, or Jones. That's it, really. Like, they're the picks.
I'm not. Again, obviously, I know GSP. I've watched his fights and whatnot, but I didn't watch GSP 1 to GSP ending to say it's him. So I never feel that strongly towards him. But that's just because I never grew up with that. I didn't DJ either, to be honest. But I do love him so much. So I went and watched a lot of his sort of backlog of content. But
best cardio in the UFC,
Volk.
Colby Covington or Volkanovski, yeah.
I think Volk's the best conditioned athlete in the world. Pound for pound, the best conditioned athlete in the world.
I think so. Yo, guys, can you just real quick, how's the delay when we're reading your comments? How long is that taking? Because I've tried to ensure there is no delay, so I don't know if there is. I don't know how to stop that. So if there is,
man of the people.
I'm trying. We provide it. So judging by the slow response, like 3 seconds. Oh, okay. All right, that's okay.
That's
I'll
sweet.
take that. Oxygenated Duplessis. Yes.
Jesus.
Yes. New mythical fighter. Agreed. He looked well. To be fair, he only just got into the second round with Whitaker, so I want to see him go a full 5 with his surgery, post surgery. So we'll see.
He could go 10. That man is in shape.
He is. I honestly, I can't believe how much we've shifted on that. If you way back to
not we,
watching, no, you, yeah, fair enough. On a podcast we did a while back, a couple months ago, I said that Dricus du Plessis was going to get the biggest fraud check of his life. And now I'm here saying he beats Adesanya. So people can change, guys.
I think the fight with him and Strickland's fun.
Yeah. Speaking of that, George has just said that in the chat.
Stylistically, that's
who wins.
fun.
Yeah, I love that. I think Dricus, man, the grappling is strong.
And he hits so hard.
He does. And I think stylistically it favors like him there because Strickland's all about forward pressure, and that's not really going to work.
Come down to conditioning. You talk about watching 5 rounds. You'd probably see 5 rounds in
Strickland as well.
Yeah,
Strickland's great cardio. I don't know. That's a good one. I like it.
Because you talk fight cardio, Strickland's got to be up there.
Yeah, but
why not?
Yeah. No, the thing is, I think the compensation for that is he doesn't throw anything with like massive power. So, I mean, that's a
stupid argument.
No, it's not an argument. It's just an observation. Like I don't think he'd knock out Dricus du Plessis. Like if you ask me, I think Dricus is good enough, got a chin.
But then no one thought he was going to drop Adesanya.
Yeah, this is fucking sport, man. This is what it does for us. Brian, did you guys train in any martial arts? Yes. I train in jiu-jitsu. I just got back into it after like 5 months. I feel awful and I'm rusty as hell, but we're back in it. I've been training for like 10 months, I think, in total. Something like that.
I'm going to take my boxing gloves away with me when I go away.
Good lad.
I'm going to get some training in. Get some training. I'm going to be the main sparring partner.
Oh, yeah. You better. Yeah. Is it Spiffy Boy? That's my guy right there. He gave me a super chat. I don't know if I pronounced your name right, man, but he says Khabib's career is overrated and not close to GOAT list. No, I'm actually kind of
agreed.
With him
Agreed.
Yeah.
Islam's career is better than Khabib's.
Oh, that's a claim.
Fact. It's not even debatable.
I mean, let's be real. For the first half of his career, he was fighting Dagestani farmers. Like,
I'm not one of. I'm the last person. I'm the last person to preface every win. I literally am. I hate when people do that. Oh no, but he was on a loss, and I'm not that person. However, when you look at what Islam's done in his career already, people say, "Oh, he got knocked out." I mean, it's MMA. People lose. Khabib would have lost. Like, I know people don't like that idea, but he would have lost at some point. Yeah, everyone would and does.
All these chats are coming in. Sorry. I'm trying to get through most of them.
He beat Volk and Oliveira on the spin. Come on, that's like 25 win streak.
It's true.
2 champions, pound for pounds. I feel passionate about this.
No, I can tell. Do you think if Alex Pereira wins the belt in light heavyweight, he will drop back down to get the belt?
No.
I think because Strickland's there, he won't do it. With 135-pound, likely leaning towards Chio and O'Malley. Should the Max versus Aljo match happen?
No.
For the rematch,
Brian Ortega.
Aljo do enough for the rematch? Yeah, Brian Ortega. Getting there. I'm with you.
That's a better fight.
Du Plessis is too big for 185. Same as Hamzat for 170.
He used to be 170.
Did he?
Used to be 170 pounds.
But he is big. Little counterpoint. He is a big lad. He's a big lad.
Not saying that doesn't make him huge because he is massive. But I'm just saying he did used to fight at welterweight originally.
Khabib's title fights against non-wrestlers carry him. Well, you say that, but I think that's more impressive. I think if he came against wrestlers, I think he'd ragdoll them anyway.
Yeah, it'd be worse.
I don't think. Yeah. I think those.
It's a good point.
Going and beating all these absolute murderers who are great on the feet.
I haven't thought of it like
that's
that.
More impressive. Yeah,
but that is a very good point.
Islam's career is better. Khabib didn't fight the names Islam is fighting now, and his career is even over. Yeah, you're spitting, man.
Fact.
I agree. I think the longer we go past Khabib's retirement, that's where we're really going to see him fall down the pecking order.
No, it won't. Trust me. These fans won't let go to things. They don't.
I think Makhachev fans. I mean, Khabib fans are kind of coupling together, but Makhachev fans might be the worst. Actually, Conor fans are worse. Well, those two are the bottom of the barrel in terms of invading my comment section and just pissing me off. So I try not to mention either of those fighters in a video because you do it for more than 5 seconds, they're coming for you. I don't know how they do it, but they do.
I don't even care at this point.
Yeah, they get on my nerves, man. It'd be crazy if Khabib and Islam fought, but that would never happen. Nah, never. They got that dagger.
Khabib would win,
man.
Khabib would
win. Do you think so?
Yeah, he's just going off of what Javier Mendez has always said. Javier Mendez has literally said,
yeah,
he's won around in his career like Islam, apparently. So, but Islam's
Yeah.
so much of a better striker. But,
Need a video about Khabib isn't close to the goal. You're really passionate about this. Maybe I
Phil-
will. That's actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm not even joking. I'll actually write that down on my shortlist.
What is Islam higher on the GOAT list than Khabib?
Well,
I
you can
think
do that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who fights first, Conor or Conor Jr.?
Well, Conor Jr.'s been in the gym, mate.
Conor Jr. getting in the cage. Mate,
Conor
get him
Jr.'s
on the
been in the
amateur
gym.
track. He'll be in the UFC in no time. How old is he now?
He's
Like
got
5,
some drip,
6?
mate. I'm jealous of his outfits.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you've got a dad who's probably worth in the hundreds of millions.
Sure.
Islam will lose to Christianity. Okay. So I'm sure that's a play on words.
To Oliveira, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. That's a good way of putting it. Yeah. We'll see what happens with that. I got such a tricky fight to call. Never one I'd put money on.
No.
So then who's winning, Islam or Charles Oliveira? Yeah. Heart says Charles, brain says Makhachev.
But what happens if Charles has tightened up that defense strikingly?
No,
Because think about how he looked against Benil. He was so much more measured. He was so much more measured against Benil. He was fainting. When have we ever seen Oliveira faint? He's never fainted in his life. He's just thrown.
No, they sort of have that weird sort of raggedy style that they do on
but
the feet.
He comes out and he throws jumping switch kicks. He didn't do that. He was throwing feints. He was pumping jabs. He didn't crash into range. This is a calculated Oliveira.
Need a video on UFC curses, like the embedded haircut. I'm literally working on that right now. I'm working on it right now. It's out Friday. I was editing it earlier. I recorded it earlier, so be out Friday. Islam, but I want Charles to win. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Thoughts on Ian Gary's hella girly tats? I don't actually know what his tattoos are off the top of my head.
I think he's got somebody's knuckles. I think it says love or his wife's name or something.
Man, all right, fair play.
And he's got that band around his ankle. I don't really get that, but
I don't hate him. I'm not.
I like Ian Gary.
I like what he does. He's a showman at the end of the day. So then he's doing all. I mean, look at this. You're talking about him in chat, and he's like, he only just cracked the top 15. You know, that shows he's doing something right. You know, he's good and he backs it up. You know, he talks shit on the mic, but he backs it up. And until he doesn't, you know, I'm sure.
I messaged his training partner the other day, and I said, "How's that fight go?" He trains at Killcliff. I said, "How's that fight go?" And he said, "Yeah." He said Luke a couple of years ago, he'd probably go there, but he said his last fight took a lot of damage. Obviously, Ian's a good striker. He's fresh. He's hungry. I think Ian Gary wins that, to be honest.
Yeah, I do as well. I think Luke's on his way out. That's the way I see it. Have you heard the rumors that Poatan has changed his name to Palestine Pereira? No. No, I have not.
I don't know.
I don't know where I would hear that. Yeah.
Palestine.
Dan Hooker's chest tat is also a bad one. I don't know if that was off the top of my head. The only bad one
not great. Is, they're not great.
Is it Josh Emmett's? That horrendous one.
Which one?
Emmett had? I think it's Josh Emmett. Maybe I'm wrong. There's got a really bad one on his arm or something.
No, you're thinking of Darren Till.
No, that one is bad as well. Yeah,
that's terrible.
Right. Didn't he cover one up of his like ex-wife or something? I think
he put a gorilla over it.
Put a gorilla over it. Yeah. I actually shout out the best tattoo in the game. Dustin Poirier is like one on his shoulder. That's one of the coldest tats, man. I think it's sick.
What the leopard?
No, it's not a leopard. It's like, nah. It's like I don't even know what
tiger
it is.
Print.
No, it's not tiger print.
That's his chest. That's his chest. That's his chest.
Yeah,
that's his
it's
chest.
on like his shoulder. It looks sick. I don't even know what it is, but it looks cool. Off the top of my head, I don't know. I like it.
Tom Aspinall and the lanky one, they have the same tats basically.
Oh, Aspinall's one is cool actually. That back.
I don't know. I don't know if I love it though. I love it.
I can't lie.
It looked crap on me.
Yeah, I can't imagine myself with tattoos. I did think about getting one, maybe a little one.
No.
I'm too pasty for it, mate.
Some people have the tattoo look. I don't think your looks the tattoo.
No, I don't think it's
for me.
I only get something like maybe one like there. Or like,
what would you get?
Somewhere obscure. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It'd have to be something, you know,
get
relevant.
Your YouTube logo.
Yeah, my URL.
Yeah.
Like, QR code. Yeah. Yeah.
Walking.
Kevin Lee's helmet is pretty sick. Has he got?
He's on his head.
Wait, what?
It's on his head. You are not great with these, are you? Come on, sharpen up.
Wait,
he's got a helmet on his head.
Wait,
how do you not know this? Come on.
No.
He's on his head. He has a helmet on his head.
I have not seen this.
Quite literally. It's a terrible tattoo. I think he's being sarcastic.
Oh my good God. That is awful. Holy shit.
I've never seen that.
I don't. Well, he's always got hair, isn't he? I don't know. Is this new? No, No, it's not. It's
No,
2020.
it's a couple of years ago. Yeah.
Oh my god, that is awful. Thank you. Actually, I know. Not thank you for telling me about that because my life's now forever cursed. Can you show these in the stream? I probably can't because I'm doing it through Riverside, which is like an external app, and we have to do it.
You need to level up, mate.
Still trying to figure it out. So if I was doing it through OBS, I could, but I'm not. So I'm sorry. But I mean, if I'm streaming by myself, I'm sure I could because I'll do it through OBS. But we're trying to figure this out.
I'm the one hindering the photos here, am I?
Yeah, I don't know. Alan Belch has a tattoo of Kim Jong-il on his arm. Look it up. This better be real.
Kim Jong-un.
Il, his dad. I think it's his dad, right?
That's it. No, it's Kim Jong-un.
Oh, that one. No. This is the one I was thinking of. No, I don't know.
Okay.
That's definitely not Kim Jong-il or Un. That can't. It is
so
awful,
Il's
though.
the
I'll
dad.
say that. Yeah, I mean his dad's dead.
I know that.
He's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, no, that is bad. That is
quite
very
the regime
bad.
they've got over there.
Hopefully not for very long. They'll start saying they've got like multiple UFC champions on their broadcast.
He is the UFC champion.
Yeah.
Kim Jong-un is. Have you heard it when he says he plays golf and he goes round at like 5 under?
Probably just changes it on like his scorecard.
It is funny.
Mickey Mouse Gloves doing the thumbs up on Jamal is the worst.
That is bad. That is bad.
That is bad.
The Sweet Dreams one. Yeah, that is that one.
Good ones.
That is bad.
You can make one fight to main event UFC 300, one past and present champion of any division in their prime. Oh, that's a good one.
That's a very interesting question. Past and
bear
present
with me.
champion.
My brain's
from all
working
time, from history.
All time. So any division. So whatever you want. Like,
I know the answer. Again, I don't know why I'm so on the ball today, but there is only one answer. Khabib versus Tony.
Nah, come on, no way.
Are you joking?
Nah.
In their primes.
You know how that fight goes, though.
Do I?
Even in their primes, no, in their primes, Khabib's winning that. I'm sorry. No way. I'm not with you there.
No. I'm not saying that you can't have that opinion of him winning. I'm not saying you're crazy for thinking what. I'm saying you can't entertain that as a competitive fight.
No, not really. Maybe it's competitive, but like I want.
Why do you think that's the most? Why do you think that's the most anticipated fight literally ever, apart from it getting cancelled 4 times?
Like 5 times.
Yeah. No, because it was stylistically the most interesting matchup of all time.
I want a fight where I don't know who's gonna win. That's what I want. I like that's what makes them exciting.
Why would Khabib 100% win that?
It's not 100%. It's MMA, but he's got a.
Tony had one of the best takedown defenses of all time, and he had some of the trickiest guard ever. Like literally ever, trickiest. Man. And I mean tricky in the terms of even like Charles, obviously so good at jiu-jitsu, but Charles is not super tricky with his style. Whereas you look at 10th Planet Tony, who's rolling for absolutely anything, any angle, and can get out of anywhere.
You started World War III, George. This is what happens. Actually, you have to say that. We don't normally disagree very often at all on any UFC opinion. That this is one of them. I think for me, off the top of my head, I'd probably say
you've got recency bias. That's what you've got.
I'd probably say Khabib GSP. I wouldn't pick Ferguson. I'd pick GSP. That was like the matchup that was. Yeah, but
GSP's boring. Come on. Okay, let's talk about it real.
What? You know, I don't hate that. I'll entertain it.
Unbelievable fighter. I mean, he's quite clearly said before that he's not gone to try and be exciting, nor do I think he should. Like, you want to get 2 paychecks, you want to be the champion. I would do the same. I could live a happy life knowing I was a very boring champion. A very happy life. But Tony versus Khabib is not as fun as flipping.
It's exciting, but like it's more like
what's the chat saying
who's going to win.
What's the chat?
Tony would elbow Khabib's head from bottom like he did to Kevin Lee.
Facts.
I don't know. Well,
Facts. Or he would flip in, just roll into things, Imanari rolls, ankle picking, like he's going for knee bars.
Is he going to be able to even do that, though? Would he be able to do that?
Like, obviously, naturally, logic would tell us he's going to be too tight and sticky. But you're telling me, what, if Dustin can't catch Khabib in a half-tight guillotine, Tony can't? Come on, boy. Come on. We've got to have a serious conversation.
To be fair, Dustin Poirier nearly did it. Just didn't have the leg over.
And let's be honest, if you go back and watch the Conor fight, that's pretty competitive. I know he lost. Obviously, he lost and got submitted.
But
it's competitive. And in the grappling exchanges, it was a conditioning thing. It wasn't necessarily a skill thing, I don't think. I think Conor's just never had 5 rounds in the tank, to be honest. Well, Tony has 10 rounds in the tank. at the highest of paces. And there's only one man cutting a lot of weight there, and it isn't Tony Ferguson at the time. Think about it.
All right. I don't hate it. I mean, I have it on the card for sure. I just wouldn't put it main event.
I don't know why I'm telling you you need to change your opinion. No, it's because you felt strong with that.
No, you don't. No.
Who would headline 300 for you then?
I mean, I said Khabib GSP, but that's just because of a purely on a GOAT perspective. As a fight, I don't
care about that. You don't care about that. We can watch some
honestly,
fight passing grappling.
Screw it. Tom Aspinall versus John Jones, book it, because it's not going to happen in real life.
Wow.
It's not going to happen in real life because Jones is going to retire. So I'd make that one happen.
Is he though?
Yeah, he will. Come on. He's gonna beat Stipe, and he's just gonna call it a day.
Yeah,
he's not even that old, you know. He's not actually.
But in dog years, he's
in
old.
dog years, he is. Yeah. Islam and Khabib are some of the biggest weight bullies. Yeah,
I hate that term.
I don't like the term, but they are big for the.
I've heard you say that, and I think if you make the weight, you take the benefits and you take the negatives, and there's a lot of negatives, especially when you're talking champions, because they're doing continuous 5 rounds. So I actually think it's more of a negative. Well, it's impossible to say more or less, but I'm just saying, making championship weight every 4 months, bang, 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 5 rounds, bang, bang, bang. I don't think that's a benefit necessarily. I don't know.
Jones versus Stipe, how does it play out? I think Stipe is just too slow, too old. I think Jones is just going to piece him up on the feet. Really, that's where I see it. I'd love Stipe to win though, more than anything. I really hope he'd surprise.
I think he might.
I mean, it's MMA and it's heavyweight, so of course he is.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Like, what do we have to go off of John Jones in heavyweight?
Yeah, I agree that he looked
15
seconds, and he looked pretty shit. And I know it was only 10-15 seconds, but he looked very slow and large.
And he just threw a right hook like this and spun round.
Yeah. I'm praying Stipe wins because I love a Jones downfall, but I'm a bit of a Jones. I'm not
that
Jones,
old either, Stipe. Like, I know he got KO'd.
Man. 41.
Glover won it at 44.
I know at heavyweight you can do it. No, 42 he won it at.
42, sorry. He was 44 and competing for a championship belt. And he didn't look slow.
Yeah. Aljo was
they have these like Bobby styles, like Bobby sort of styles that you don't need speed. And he's kind of quick.
I think the range is going to be an issue there.
Yeah,
I think the length of Jones is just going to, I can see him jabbing his face up.
I think Stipe boxes on the inside. I'm kind of liking the idea of Stipe in that fight, to be honest. I
like it because, thing is, to be honest, I think either of them might fucking retire. Seriously.
Oh, no, it'll be double retirement.
Do you think? I think so.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I can't see a world where Stipe doesn't retire, nor John
If he wins, he rolls another one just because the money's too nice. 100%.
What, Stipe?
100%. Yeah. He ain't winning and retiring, I don't think. He says he's going to retire after every fight. He hasn't thus far. And if he wins a belt, big pay-per-view points, and then it's like, oh, you're going to be on this crazy pay-per-view. They're like, yeah, I'll run another one for 4 mil. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Just a cool 4 mil.
Yeah, it's like a no-brainer.
He's getting paid that much. Let's be real.
He will pay-per-view points and his purse, 100%. Not four, but
no way.
2.
Yeah, I can see 2.
2 million.
Yeah, he is the heavyweight go. Jones doesn't fight lengthy anymore, so Stipe can get in. I'm assuming that means inside. Yeah, that's the.
You'd like to think so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'd hope Stipe can really just use his I mean, I say dirty boxing. DC absolutely leathered him with that, but yeah, I mean, it's a range game, isn't it? Jones is freakishly long, so that's going to be an issue for anybody. But he did look slow and laboured against Garn on the feet for how short of a time it was.
His first fight back, to be fair.
But it was as well, yeah. But all the extra weight, that's what was annoying about that fight, is we really didn't see heavyweight Jones.
That's why Tom Aspinall pieces him up.
He does. We said this. Aspinall,
I don't know how he beats
on the
him.
Live.
How does he beat
him? Everybody in that division. Everybody in that division, that top 15, he beats.
Permitting that it's not just a heavyweight knockout, which is very, very possible with anyone. Of course. You've got to preface that.
How did Colby Covington get the title fight? I don't know either.
I know how.
Well,
I know how.
Talking and Dana's golden goose.
Nope. I know how. Mate, it was that Jorge Masvidal flipping court case that he dropped. I promise you, when that got dropped, boom, he's back in the title picture. Boom. It went away, and look what happened. He's back, and obviously the trash talk and that's all a big selling point. But oh my goodness, the timing of how that all happened, 100% there was a sweetener involved. I literally guarantee it. I guarantee it.
Okay. That's a conspiracy right there.
It's not that heavy though, because it's just so logical, and it was the timelines were just so bang on the money. Oh, the court case went away. Oh, Colby's back in the picture. You know, he peaks and troughs. Oh, he's back. Oh, okay, now he's pushing for that title. Oh, what? He's made weight. And then they say, oh, he's made weight, so he's fighting for a belt. What happened to Jared Cannonier? He's fighting Roman Dolidze. Like, he ain't fighting for no belt.
Yeah, if DC never had to have back surgery in the second and third Stipe fights, what happens?
He wins.
Well, DC, he was winning the second fight anyway, up until that masterful 4th round switch up with the liver shots.
Loves DC, this geezer.
Who, me or George?
No, the geezer. George loves
you're a
DC.
big DC fan, George. Yeah, yeah.
So am I, to be fair.
I mean, I used to not like him when he was fighting Stipe because I like Stipe, and I didn't like how DC beat him the first time with the eye pokes. They rubbed me up the wrong way.
That was one of the first fights I sort of started watching. Really, was
the second or the first one?
I can't really remember.
The second one, probably I think the second one was in 2019.
I don't remember fights. Any of them.
I vividly remember watching the second one because I was like cheering at like 6 a.m. when Stipe
I don't remember
finished him.
any fights ever.
And you do this for a living.
Exactly. That's why I don't remember any of them. It's too many.
Watch somebody. I mean, we talked about this. The break from MMA is actually kind of nice.
Oh, I love it. I needed
it with it for a little bit. Yeah, we need it more than anything. I think we're just surrounded by it. What got you into MMA? I think I spoke about this on the live the other day. It was the fight card after Khabib McGregor, and that's when I kind of really got into it. I didn't actually watch Khabib McGregor live, but I just decided to tune into I started to tune into a card after that, and then just fell in love and never really looked back.
What card was that?
I wish I remembered. Because I don't.
It was just after the biggest card of all time. It was right
after that, yeah. It was sometime after that, and I wish I remember what it was, but I don't.
One of the first fights I ever watched was, one of the first fights I remember watching was Masvidal Ben Askren.
Really? Oh, I remember that.
That was one of the first fights I ever vividly remember actually watching. I was around my friends watching that.
Best fight of the year till now. I tell you what, Manel Kape versus Dos Santos the other week. That was brilliant. I wouldn't know a fight of the year. Just off the top of my head, that just comes to me of a good fight. That was one of them. But I don't know about fight of the year.
A lot of people love Manel Kape, and he's good.
He's not. I mean, the fight itself was good, but as a fight,
I don't understand why people think, he's going to be the one to dethrone all of those guys at the top. I think Moreno beats him up for 5 rounds.
Yeah,
I've seen nothing to. He's good. He's very good.
Sorry, Spiffy boy again, man. You got to stop donating the money, man. You can't be doing that. I mean, you can, but you don't have to. It's very
you're saying all those things. You're thinking you definitely can do that.
President's Rank UFC divisions. I should watch it. God bless soon. I thank you for tuning in, man. Yeah, I saw that in my recommended. I'm gonna have to tune into that. I'm gonna have to watch that. Thank you so much. You really don't have to do that, but I really appreciate it.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, you do. You're keeping the lights on, boy. You're keeping the lights on. Keep sending them through.
George, if you go back in time and be in the crowd for one main event, what would it be? 278 Edwards versus Usman.
Yeah, I was going to say
my favorite MMA. It's my favorite MMA moment ever. So it would have to.
How did you react to that?
Oh, I jumped into my mate's arms. It was probably the I'm not even joking. He's like,
I didn't know where that was gonna go.
No, I'm serious. He's like 6'4", and I just like freaked out, and it was a bit weird, but like we were cracking up. And then I spoke on like Ariel Helwani's.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Okay.
And then I spoke on Ariel Helwani's post show on Spotify to 8,000 people at like 8 a.m.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really weird, and I bottled it, and I started waffling, but I was so gassed. And I also had never spoken in front of a. On a stream, let alone on making a video or anything like that. But yeah, it was fun. I love that. It's my favorite MMA moment ever, and it probably won't be topped.
In sport?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Off the top of my head, and that was always the first that comes to mind.
West Ham winning the cup was pretty nice, but it weren't as big as that. It weren't as big as that.
That was good. Pantoja Moreno 2. Oh, yeah, no. Banger. Great pick.
No, it's not Pantoja.
No.
Sorry, to be live for.
No. Oh, or to be live for one of those. Yeah. Either way, I'd pick that. Yeah, great fight. That was a brilliant one. Pantoja,
flyweight championships are always the funnest fights.
We said this. Normalize flyweight main events, man.
Have a flyweight main event in every flipping fight night. I'm so down for that.
It's so much more exciting than you run-of-the-mill light heavyweight
They're so
fucking
much
title
more
fight no one
skilled.
cares about. Yeah, and you get the scrambles.
Brendan
think
Royval is literally one of the most exciting fighters of all time.
Man. I think
So
Kai
fun.
France is so irritating. I hope Carp smokes him. To be honest, I think they're both kind of irritating.
Why don't people like Kai France?
I don't hate him, but I think he just talks a big game. He's got a loud mouth. And
But
also,
he hits hard and he's got a lot of knockouts.
Does. I think he talks a lot. I think a lot of the flack comes from the fact he's just from City Kickboxing.
Correct.
And they're just under a lot of fire recently. So I think that's probably what it comes from.
I think that's a bit. I don't know. I don't subscribe to any of that.
Yeah, no, neither do I. But
right. So you've been to the gym right now. You've been to GB Top Team, right? So you can sort of see, you can see talent, you can see people grinding away at all these levels, and it's impressive to even see pros. When you see one person in the UFC, right, and you see the level, the intensity, when you see all that and how difficult it is to get there, you're like, wow, that is crazy. Or at least when you're in the gyms. When you realize that they've got 6, 7 guys on a card in a pay-per-view, people talking online about, oh, they're frauds. I'm not sitting here like, oh, you don't get it. But they don't. They just don't understand the game.
So you've been there and observed it, or let alone
how crazy of a feat that is to get a gym to get 6 people on a pay-per-view. That in itself is stupid. Even if they all lost, it doesn't matter. It's a ridiculous feat.
Do you believe in UFC 1 being rigged or heavily favored? I kind of do, yeah, in some capacity. Well, I don't know if it was like rigged as in like we're going to ensure the Gracies win, but I think like obviously there was some sort of talk or incentive behind that for sure. The way he was trying to stare down Moreno when the first round ended was dumb. I don't particularly remember that, but I can definitely imagine it.
He does do that,
though. He loves a good stare down. And he does that thing where he's like, like that.
That is his heritage. I get that.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That one's justified.
I think it's because he's small and not intimidating. People don't like him when he's trying to be intimidating.
And then people forget he could fully murder anyone in this live chat.
Yeah, flyweights are not that small of people.
And he is. Yeah, he does hit like a freight train for a flyweight for sure.
In your head, you think
he's not Maori? Oh, well, I mean,
no, he is.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
He is. No, factually, he is. Not necessarily first descent, but he is. It might not be Maui, but there's different.
Yeah, I need to look into it.
There's different back cultures to that.
Starbender next opponent. Let me get the middle. I got the middle roster here. I'd probably say I think he's cleared out everybody when you look at the roster. I mean, I like the Whittaker trilogy, but Kevin Holland. Nah, Kevin Holland's gonna stay a well. Come on, man. I mean, Dricus would be naturally it, but I think Dricus deserves a shot, so that's probably
there's nothing fun there for Adesanya.
There is,
really.
Yeah, he's beaten pretty much everyone in that list, and the ones that he hasn't, they're not really competitive.
Stylistically, there's just not many.
That's why
if
I just as a fight, put on a fight basis, if you take the landscape of the division out of the equation, I just like the Whittaker trilogy.
Do you want me to tell you someone who's going to be at the top soon at that division? Joe Pyfer.
Joe Piper's legit. Yeah. I've got a bet on him actually this week. He's a killer.
He could get knocked. Al Hassan is a flipping hard hitting mofo. So
Hamzat if he beats Costa. I forgot. I'd look at the division. He's not on there. Oh, Hamzat versus Adesanya. Ooh. Yeah, I think he beats him. I think he takes him down.
Yeah, you start thinking about that, don't you?
Do you realistically do you see a universe where Hamzat loses to anyone?
Yeah,
in that division.
Yeah,
like if he just
middleweight.
Yeah, I mean, it's
What you think he's just going to take down and wrestle Bobby Knuckles?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
He's massive.
Okay. He's not though.
Robert's not a natural middleweight. I mean, he's a natural middleweight, but I mean, he
Bobby's closer to 205 than he is 170. Hamzat is closer to 170 than he is 205.
Really? I need to see him side by side. I don't know if that's true.
He's talking about fighting for the title. He's fought at 170. I know he missed weight, but he fought at 170 not that long ago. Bobby Knuckles ain't fought 170 for about 10 years. He was talking about going up to 205 not that long ago. He's a big boy. Hamzat looks due. He's got some nice lighting. He's got a pump on. Trust me, I know how that game goes. I've played that game. He's not that big. He is big. He's massive, but he's not going to dwarf people at middleweight. Adesanya would be bigger than him, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that's the frame thing, isn't it? Opinions on Bo Nickel. Yeah, he's the future. He is. Look at the guy. I mean, he's even on the feet, he's underappreciated.
Facts.
I mean, I know Val Woodburn isn't, the highest of caliber opponent, but like
doesn't matter.
His distance control, his striking just purely on a striking basis is unbelievable.
Agreed.
And obviously his wrestling doesn't really need to even be mentioned because it's just that good and everyone knows it's that good. So yeah, I think he'll rocket out the rankings pretty soon. I don't think they're going to push him super fast.
I don't think they'll rocket.
They'll do what they did with Sean O'Malley.
Agreed.
bring him up
Agreed.
gradually, and then eventually give him that fight, which inevitably he will get. And,
He's the ultimate American.
He is. He's unbelievable. I'm buying into the hype right now. I don't care if that comes like throws back in my face.
There's no hype. I don't get this though. When people say he's a hype train,
there's hype.
No, but I mean, people say he's a hype train, implying that he doesn't have skill to back it up. Go and show me something which tells you that he doesn't have the ability, capabilities, mindset, or lifestyle to transcend what he's doing. There's nothing to suggest it. Nothing.
Khamzat versus Nickel, that would be a war. Yeah, I love that fight.
Yeah, we need that one down the line for sure.
Hype is real for sure. Yeah, man, that's classic. That's like, you know, thing is, I say, where is Khamzat? Khamzat's changed his nationality, right? He's UAE now. I don't know why he's done that, but fair enough.
Well, there's a lot of...
I don't know. Yeah, it's messy, isn't it? It's not something
He trains there now full time, so...
Oh, fair enough. How does Aljo versus Merab go if it happens? I think Merab gets the better of him.
I got first-hand info on this.
Oh.
Yeah. So I've asked this question to someone that has watched them spar quite literally millions of rounds, and he said very quickly Aljo would win that fight. And I completely agree with that.
I think if it's on a pure grappling, I think so.
No. Fighting.
No, but I mean, that's where the fight would be won, is what I'm saying. If he was to win that fight, I think the grappling is like... Takedowns, I think Merab obviously would get him down, but I think if it goes to the ground, Aljo would work his way.
Merab's a beast. Don't get twisted. Merab is a beast, but he's striking. He leaves. I mean, obviously, 50-45.
He got clipped against Moraes.
Yeah.
He got finished. Oh my god,
that was crazy. That was a crazy chin.
My bet parlay was
crazy.
Hanging by a thread when I was watching. I was like, no, please. And then the ref, I don't know which ref it was, just kept the fight going.
Let it go in, yeah.
We saw how that happened, and then I ended up winning a good amount of money that night. So
I think it was Dinosaur Arms was on that. I think it was Dinosaur Arms. What's his name? Keith Peterson. Tiny arms.
Like Val
really
Woodburn.
Small arms.
That guy has the weirdest frame. If you go back and watch that fight, look at that man's frame. He's like the Molly McCann of middleweight.
Shortest reach in the UFC.
He might actually. Seriously.
No, Molly McCann does.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
It's quite unfortunate when you're a natural boxer. But here we are.
Yeah, true.
After Volk moves up, do you do Ilya versus Holloway?
Yeah, that's a sweet fight.
Why not?
That's a sweet fight.
I mean, we can talk about who actually is going to win that fight because they're penning it in now, aren't they, for January? The Volk
I'm
versus
scared.
Ilya fight. You scared for Volk?
Yeah.
Nah, he'll get him down.
I like to think.
I think it favors him that Topuria is a much more conventional striker.
I'm just saying that in a world where we've seen a lot of dominant champs recently lose that.
Yeah, no, it's true. And Volk is
there's
old,
always going to be a time, right? It's not necessarily the age. It's more just... Sometimes I just have a feeling. That's all it is. I'm not even saying skill-wise. But just skill-wise, he can... From what we've seen, he can compete at different levels. We can't watch him 50-43 Josh Emmett, even though I don't think Josh Emmett is anywhere near that top level.
No,
we can't watch him.
Best performances I've seen.
Absolutely just brutalized him. We can't look at that and think, oh, this guy's going to get smoked. You know, his jiu-jitsu's difficult. He hits hard. His boxing's sweet.
Yeah, and
mate, it's not an easy
There's
fight.
nothing to consider that.
And he's fresh.
There's nothing to say that Volk has gotten worse though. So that's my point.
No,
definitely
not.
The reason I
definitely
picked Edwards against Usman, even in the second fight, was because Usman's cracks were beginning to show, and Edwards, I knew how good Edwards was. I just thought he was better. Yeah, I thought he was better as well. I thought he was better as well. But
I was saying that for like the last 2 years. I was saying Leon Edwards is beating Kamaru Usman. People used to laugh at me. I was like, why is that silly?
Oh, I got cooked so much in Reddit threads, and /MMA.
He was a much better
striker.
Striker. And his takedown defense is legit. Anyway, we won't get into that.
I know. We're both so passionate.
I thought it was obvious, to be honest.
I mean, after watching Ilya at UFC London, we were both there, obviously. You were there, right? For the March one back in the day? We didn't even know each other then,
smoked him.
Mate, when he absolutely leathered Jai Herbert.
He did get dropped, though.
He did, though. But today, he was fighting up a division then. So it was always going to be a bit of an uphill battle, just as is. But yeah, he's a scary man. Scary boxing. I think he could definitely catch Volk.
That's their biggest threat of recent. More so than Max, more so than...
Yeah.
I potentially think more so than even El Pantera.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a stylistic thing, really. Who deserves pound for pound?
True.
Volk, Islam, or Jones? It's Volk. It's Volk. I don't care if Islam beat him. It's Volk. I don't think there's really a debate there.
But I think the debate is not with Islam. I think it's with Jones.
No.
Why
no way.
you're
Why
going
is
off
Jones in there?
performances? You're going off performances.
Jones is not pound for pound number one. Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's current. That's
yeah,
now. It's not.
yeah, but you're going off of how he looked in his last couple of fights.
Jones has fought once in the last like 4 years. That does
That's
not
valid.
make him the pound for pound number one. You can't keep him up there just because he's unbeaten. Volk's absolutely laid through the division.
That's true.
I'm sorry.
That's true.
There's no way it's not Volk.
You know what it comes down to? The question actually comes down to what's the criteria? Because if it's activity and stuff,
Well, it's
you're
the best
100%
right
right
now, isn't it? Because the rankings are changing all the time. So if shit's moving around, then we're going on a present day look, right?
But
and sure, Jones
as much
is
as I love him,
champ.
he did lose when he went up. Jones did not.
No, I agree. I think Volk lost to Islam, and I'm not disputing that.
I think he won the fight, but I think he lost the competition.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, if that went another round, I think Volk was probably going to absolutely leather him.
He won the fight. He Nate Diaz.
Yeah, I think it's I hate it when people say, "Oh yeah, like Nate Diaz, he'd always win in the
No,
street.
I wouldn't say that, but I just mean that by in terms of as fight fans, you remember particular competitions as fights and not as rounds.
You remember that fifth round. You don't remember
correct.
Islam grappling.
Exactly. That's my point. It's not he would win in a street fight. It's more so your mind sort of just cast back to what it looked like at the end, you know? So
no, that's fair. I'd still give it to Volk though. Rank all current champs worst to best, current ability. Okay, I got them up here. Okay.
Ability.
Worst. Yes, worst to best. Jamal Hill probably the last.
Don't be silly. Jamal Hill's good.
Yeah, no, they're all champs.
But who's No. You're
saying the same.
I hear you. Wait, who's like? No,
I'll do the men's first. So Jamal Hill. Then I'd probably say Sean O'Malley, and I know that might be a bit rogue, but then Pantoja. Actually, no, Strickland, then Pantoja.
Sean O'Malley beat up Pantoja, knocked him out in one round.
What? Am I crazy?
No, that's fact. That happened in sparring.
Did it?
Yeah.
Is that? I thought we don't tell about sparring. There's no way.
No, that's factual. Is flipping. He come out and said it. Pantoja came out and when Sean won champ, he come out and just like calling him out or something, and he was like, "I finished you already." And then so I obviously always listen to their podcast. I always listen to their podcast, and he stopped him in one, and then Pantoja came out and was like, "Oh, I was jet lagged and whatnot." He didn't deny it. It happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I trust Tim Welch with my life. So
Tim Welch is the guy. Then I'd probably say, I forgot about. Oh shit! It gets real tough to rank near the top. Women's. Once you do Strickland, then Pantoja and O'Malley and Hill and that thing, and then the rest are so hard to rank. Then I'd probably say, this might be a bit controversial. I'd probably say Islam. Then, mate, when you see who's left.
Who's left?
Islam. Then I'd say Edwards. Then at heavyweight Jones in second, then Volkanovski first. If it's light heavyweight Jones, then Jones at first, but at heavyweight.
You might call me crazy here.
What?
No, I'm gonna say something.
You're saying Edwards, not Jones, because I was considering it.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah, ability wise, I think so. I think he's more well rounded. I think he is. Is that a hot take? Nah.
I think it's fairly toasty.
It's toasty, but that's what we do. Yeah, but Volk number one. If we're talking about everything that encompasses ability inside the cage, I think just watch.
But
that
is Volk submitting
people?
Fight.
Oh, that's a good point.
Edwards is.
That's a good point.
Jones is.
Yeah, but is Edwards KOing people as much? No. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, obviously knocked out Usman, but that's like
that's my point. It's like he has done recently.
Yeah,
when's Volk been subbing people? He can though. He is a black belt. Like he's not a mug. My point is, but that's not his style. He'll just frame and beat him up. So it's like a style thing, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Volk number one. Volk was the first one who made Islam human. Yeah. Yeah.
No.
I think he.
No.
Oh, no. What's that guy's name? Pantoja.
No.
No. The guy. Have you not seen that joke? That running joke. The guy who looks like Pantoja knocked him out like way back in the day.
Yes.
Yeah, he looks. It's Pantoja. It's the unwritten.
Yeah, the dirty right hand. Colby was training
him
with him at the time for that. By the way, that's an interesting fact.
Yeah. To be fair, that guy made Islam human. He could have done it to Yaya if he wanted to.
Who subbed him?
Oh, Volk subbed him. Yeah, probably, mate. I'm gonna be real.
Really?
Well, when he dump tackled him after he rocked him, I reckon.
That was one of those
shit moments I've ever seen.
That was like fake. That was like a training drill. It was like, right, okay, we're gonna do a combo,
Yeah,
then we're gonna take down.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
then we go
Very
live.
clean.
You know,
Women's divisions as well. Okay, well, we've only got. Well, I mean, there's no one at featherweight, is there, or bantamweight? There's no
featherweight was a
champs. I'm
farce.
gonna assume. I'm just gonna say Nunes, even though I know she's retired, but we'll just for the sake of it. Strawweight. So it's
I
Grasso.
never was
It's
that big on
Grasso.
Nunes.
It's Grasso, Whaley, Nunes. But realistically, it should be Shevchenko instead of Grasso. But you know.
But if you're gonna say Wei Lee, then you got to say Rose up there.
Well, I mean, if it's just champions, go watch us back. Love the stream, guys. Peace. Thank you, man. Thank you for the 10 as well. You're very kind. Yeah, enjoy. Have a good night, man. Thank you.
Was that go down the middle or? Was that go down the middle or?
What do you mean? Am I missing the joke?
You said thanks for the money. I said, oh, does that go down the middle?
Oh, yeah, no, yeah, sure.
I'm joking.
No, I'm serious. If you want to.
No, I don't.
To.
No, I don't at all.
All right, well, yeah, we'll finish on this one. Top 5 pound for pound women's all-time fighters. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's quite. I feel like that's not that too hard to do because it's, you know, in the grand scheme of things, women's divisions aren't that old. So,
what's the criteria?
It's any of them. It's just top 5 pound for pound.
Well, just good.
Ever. Women's pound for pound, yeah, ever.
My women. You know what's? Can I tell something? Can I say something shameful?
I don't like where you're going with this. It's not a good way to start a sentence.
No, it's not that bad of a thing to say at all, to be honest. I know. What do you think I'm going to say here? It's not that deep. It's not that deep.
Is it just like a rogue shout? You're just going to put someone who has no right being in there?
No. I was just going to be very.
There isn't a top 5. Is that it?
No, I'm not. I'm not a moron. One of the first fights I ever watched was one of the fights that sticks out in my head. I watched it at uni was Joanna and Wei Lee, number 1. So yeah, that was one of the best fights I've ever seen.
To be honest, there's a good chance that both of them get in there, right?
It's hard just because Joanna just recently is just your thing.
Well, no, but you've got to rank it all-time career. That's going to that happens to everybody.
Yeah, she's like a 90-time world champion. Yeah, you got. Yeah,
she actually was the strawweight GOAT.
Yeah, Cage Warriors champ.
Yeah.
No, that means a lot. I don't mean a lot at all.
I mean,
but are you thinking about the sport or are you thinking of skills? Well, she couldn't strike.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, it's a good point actually.
I've literally never boxed in my life. I'm convinced I might have cleaner striking than her, just with the hands. I think.
Very bold, but I'll
extremely bold. Yeah. I don't really believe that.
Literally a professional fighter.
No, but come on. Have you ever seen a shadow box?
No, striking's not good. Yeah, it's bad.
Have you ever seen a shadow box? Just hands, not feet.
It's bad.
Not feet. She can kick.
It's bad. Okay, I'll go in reverse. For me, I'm biased. I'm gonna say Shevchenko number 1 because I think she beat Nunes in the second fight, and it's a crime we never got the trilogy. I think she's a better overall in terms of skill set. Shevchenko's better. Shevchenko is an all-round better fighter than Nunes is. As close as they are. The only reason, if Shevchenko was the same natural weight as Nunes, that fight wouldn't be close, if you ask me.
If some bots were maybes and nuts.
Well, yeah, but that's a natural thing. That's not like something they could change, right? I mean, technically you can, but it's not. You know, it's not as simple as that.
I think you can.
You know what I mean, though. You know what I mean. I think I go Shevchenko number 1, Nunes number 2. If we're going purely on skills,
Rose.
Yeah, Rose number 3, I think probably. Then what about Wei Lee? I think Wei Lee's better skilled than Rose is. I know she beat her twice, but I think you put them together now. I know. Yeah. Actually, yeah, no, I'm going with that. I'm going with Zhang Wei Li at 3rd.
She does always evolve. She is pretty good.
Rose 4th, and then Yin Jacek 5th. I think that's and then I'd probably put Rousey somewhere else, just outside that.
And then we don't know any of others.
Andrew Dober. You could argue who?
Andrew Dober, Raul Rosas Jr.
What?
Do you not know who that is?
Wait, what? You're confused.
Did you see the first interview with Dylan Dennis when he went on Ariel Hawani show and he turned around and went, I
downloaded it from when I was making the video, but I didn't
know through. The first one, you never watched the first one?
I have it downloaded, but I haven't watched
He turns around to the photo of Yandri Dover and goes, Raul Rosas Jr. I was like, that's a flipping funny joke because they are quite similar in looking.
It's out of pocket, but it is true. No, I've seen that clip.
I think he was being genuine because when I looked at the photos, I thought
he's always that's Dylan Dennis always does that shit. No way. Anyway, we've been going for just over an hour, so I think we're gonna wrap it up there. Hopefully, we'll fix out all this weird formatting shit. But thank you for tuning in, guys. We're gonna start streaming more regularly. whether that's me by myself or with Will here. We're both actually going to be streaming across all platforms, Instagram, TikTok, all that jazz. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. And I'll see you. I don't know when I'm going to stream next. Probably Sunday if I'm maybe earlier than that. I'll let you know. I'll post on a community tab or something. But yeah, thanks guys. Bang.
Nice.
Lovely.